Hey everybody, I'm just Q, and I'm back with some more Reverse 1999 content, and we're going to be talking about the Devs broadcast. They have some quality of life stuff coming in here, of course, new content as well. So let's hop into this. As you can see here, we have a festival that will be coming up in version 1.3. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all of the possible content that's coming forward. As you can see, as usual, they have some unilogs or some summons that will be given out. It will be broken up into two parts, I believe it says. Divided into two parts. So, but you will be getting 14 summons altogether. Now, for the big pieces of this, we have the wilderness system optimization, so materials crafting. Essentially, to kind of wrap this up, because I did read this beforehand, we're going to be able to craft from anywhere. So that's one of the biggest parts for me. I don't know if anyone got a chance to watch my video when I was summoning for Jessica and essentially just taking her from nothing to 60 and fully resonance to level 10. I had to go back and forth, and of course, granted, I don't have the correct computer to be running this game at times. I am just running it off of a laptop that I use for my graphic design. I mean, I do 3D graphic design using Blender, After Effects, things like that. That's the type of stuff that I do on my computer. However, gaming is a little bit different from graphic design, so my computer was lagging, essentially going back and forth. But if I didn't have to go to the wilderness to do that every single time, I wouldn't have had those big kind of lag gaps in my recording. So at least for me, like I would say I'm that one little gray area in terms of a customer that they will be helping greatly that makes videos for their game, and at least you guys won't have to see that type of lag back and forth on my future videos, at least until I get a better computer, an actual desktop. But that's one of the big parts of it. Then also, let me see, they also have in here, we'll go ahead and just read through this. Optimized materials crafting feature of Wishing Spring and Wilderness. You'll also be able to search and craft materials needed more conveniently. So being able to search for everything more conveniently, that's another one. And then Timekeeper can craft materials needed with new feature Craft All. So I want to see more of the Craft All feature that they were mentioning here. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be like, essentially, you have a recipe for, say you need some holy silver, and then you also need some prophetic birds. Say essentially you go through, you got holy silver 2, prophetic bird 1, and then maybe another piece, bifurcated skeleton 3. Maybe you could just do like craft all, and then you craft all of those pieces that you need all at once. I'm not sure if that's what they're saying, but we'll get a better preview on it as the update comes in 1.3. And if you're not sure about when this update's coming, it is coming January 18th, as it says here. But let's move on to the next page here. Alrighty. Now, they also have the resonance system optimization. In 1.3, we'll add new resonance plan feature. Timekeepers can configure multiple custom resonance plan for characters, making it convenient for you to quickly switch between resonance plans. So I find this to be very good, in my personal opinion, because I do go through and I manually resonate people. Now, on my video where I was just maxing out Jessica, I think I just did essentially a fill all kind of thing for her. I mean, I was just on video, just finishing it up, max resing her, well, not max resing her, but resonating her to level 10 and max leveling her. But in the future, of course, I off camera, I like to go in and physically look at my stats and see how I can optimize them for each and every single character so they can do the best that they can do. But then also for different scenarios, I like to kind of tweak things. So, but since they didn't have this kind of thing, obviously I didn't do too much of it. I tried to min-max for like a general overview of what they were going to be doing for me, but that's it. I wasn't going to dive into it too far, but now you can have essentially different layouts. So I might go in and make 2 different configurations for 2 different things that, plans that I think might be better. And then, that'll help min-max too in the future for certain things. Now, also with our new preset lineup feature, essentially we'll be able to make our own different lineups. I know it says for 1.4 though, for besides name custom feature, which will be available in 1.4. So for now, I think I forgot which feature we have this in, but there was a a game feature for, I think, for the Green Lake event, where I did see us being able to like do team layouts. It'll essentially be that team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4, but then in the 1.4 we'll be able to actually name those custom layouts. So that's really good too, because essentially we, like, say for a new event when it comes out, instead of actually having to lay out everything, hopefully our team layouts will still be there and we'll just be able to select one and then go from there, or say for instance, once rating comes, I want to say rating hits the end in 1.5. When rating comes, then essentially we'll already be able to go in, set our rating teams, how we're going to have them, and then bam, they're done. So that way when we do our raids, whether it's weekly or monthly, I'm not sure, again, I'm a global player, but at least then we'll be able to have our team sets, have our lineup names, and then go ahead and just tackle our raids and be done with it, versus having to swap everybody in and out. We'll actually have our team for our if it's a star kind of focus raid, then we'll have our star based team. Same for mineral or beast, or whichever one is kind of weighted to. And if it's not really weighted towards any specific one, then, and it has a mix of kind of let's just say star and beast, or plant and mineral, or whatever the case may be, then you can name it so that way you can remember it. So new preset, again, that's really great. And then for the system UI enhancements, furthermore, we have optimized the game system UI display. They have optimized the definition of repost. It will be regarded as an incantation after the update. Now, this is something that you really need to focus on. So if it's something that's specific to that, so if now it's an incantation, as you can see, enjoys the bonus of incantation might, then someone who has repost will, say for instance, they will do better now if you give them a psi cube that boosts their incantation might. So that's a really big example. So if they make a change like this, you really want to be focused in on that. So which they have. So if you have anybody you're using that has repost, they will do better from a psi cube that gives them incantation might. And then now, in some challenge of the event story, we added balanced mode, character level, psi cube level, and resonance level below the balance level will be increased, and those higher than the balance level will remain unaffected. 4 new psi cubes will be available to try in the balanced mode. Optimize the HP display of boss in some stages. Optimize the origin display in the new items detail interface. Added filter by tag feature and bank the teller machine. And then of course they're giving us some clear drops 120 and jar of candy. So of course I try to use them as as great as I can. Obviously, save my clear drops as much as I can too, for both accounts, free to play and the one that I typically use money on. But pretty much all in all, the devs are on it. They're on the ball. They're making sure that they're listening to the community, that they're fixing certain features, that they're updating things, and so far so good. I mean, that's as far as I'm gonna go with it. There's no need to kind of be long-winded with this, but that's it. I really appreciate everybody for coming by, for checking out all the videos, and for all the love. But remember, when you're here, the most important thing that I really want you to do is stay happy always. If you are having a down day, I am sending you well wishes. If you are unfortunately, like, say, sick, because it is winter where I am, and some people, a big bug has been rolling around, sending you well wishes as well. But nothing but happiness here, and thank you all again, and please have a great rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you are. Peace.